Now we turn to South Asia for our next update, and disagreements among Bangladeshi political parties have stalled a crucial democratic reform plan. The interim government has given rival parties a week to reach consensus or simply faced unilateral action. The warning has come from Nobel Peace Prize winner Muhammad Yunus himself, who leads Bangladesh's interim administration as chief advisor. Yunus took over last year's popular uprising that ousted former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who later fled to India. According to Yunus, the reform charter is central to restoring democracy and preventing a return to authoritarian rule. The July Charter, named after the 2024 revolt, proposes limiting prime ministers to 2 terms and expanding presidential powers. Now, key parties have signed the document in October, but disagreements remain over whether it should be put to a referendum. Additionally, Law Minister Asif Nazrul has also commented on the matter. Let's take a listen to the statement.
দীর্ঘদিন আলোচনার পরও কয়েকটি সংস্কারের সুপারিশ বিষয়ে ভিন্নমত রয়েছে। এছাড়া গণভোট কবে অনুষ্ঠিত হবে এবং এর বিষয়বস্তু কি হবে এসব প্রশ্নে রাজনৈতিক দলগুলোর মধ্যে যে মতভেদ দেখা দিয়েছে সেজন্য সভায় উদ্বেগ প্রকাশ করা হয়। এই প্রেক্ষিতে গণভোটের সময় কখন হবে, মানে গণভোট কবে অনুষ্ঠিত হবে, গণভোটের বিষয়বস্তু কি হবে, জুলাই সনদে বর্ণিত ভিন্নমতগুলো প্রসঙ্গে কি পদক্ষেপ নেওয়া হবে তা নিয়ে ঐক্যমত কমিশনের প্রস্তাবগুলোর আলোকে জরুরি ভিত্তিতে চূড়ান্ত সিদ্ধান্ত গ্রহণ করা প্রয়োজন বলে সভা অভিমত ব্যক্ত করে।
We're now joined by Prashanta Kumar Shil, a political commentator, joining us live from Dhaka in Bangladesh. Thank you very much, Prashanta, for joining us here on NewsX World. The government has called on parties to agree on this reform plan. What are the main areas of reform under discussion, electoral, economic or constitutional?
Yes, you know that this is from the present government, from Dr. Muhammad Yunus, who is a novel laureate, and he passes already 1 year and is almost already he declared, his cabinet declared that is in the next election, maybe 2026 February. But you know that when he can just in oath for our government from the interim government. So we see that there is too much popularity in the ground reality. But now we see that all the political party can be divided. There's some specific agenda. The one agenda, very important agenda, the referendum. You know that the referendum, now the question is coming from referendum and also the July Charter. All the political party made it the July Charter, some specific targeting some point. But we see the present time that kind of charter is some actually some political party take it a very positive and some political party is some bargaining issue. So we know that there's a reform committee in the banner of the government, and we see that they haven't allied all the political party to discuss about that to make a charter. But we see that in the present time, the reality of the present time, they are undivided and divided in some specific areas. So the present political system, you know that the upcoming election is February, already chief advisor declared that February 26th, and very short time, we have been in very hand and 4 months only for the new election. But that time, from the time from a very simple time, we see that there is some divided issues, the political arena, especially the referendum, and another issue is the July Charter. So it's very tough to political party to engaging in one platform within a very short time. So it's a challenge for the present Professor Yunus, Dr. Muhammad Yunus government. What is happening and how we can just stimulate all the parties in Basel? Very really tough, because all are the bargaining their particular rules and policies also.
Yeah, and how stable is the political situation in Bangladesh right now? And how serious is the risk of renewed political unrest if the opposition were to reject this proposal?
Yes, yes. Like, you know that the majority party still behind that kind of reform. In the July chat, you know that the Awami League is not here and the Jatiyo Party is not here. So the 50% people are behind this that kind of July chat. How you can take it a charter and in one vessel, you can totally, this is a very alliance from all the political parties alliance, the reform of the constitution, but how you can make it a reform of the constitution? Very impossible without the majority people, and you take it is a very ground reality. See the ground reality, the political unstable and unrest situation. It's impossible to the present government, Dr. Mohammad Yunus, to make a unique and unified July Charter to give the people, because it's already is happening. You know that what the bonding, we see that in the 5th August after the acceleration of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Now what the positions now? All the political parties, they don't trust each other. Their main narrative to just go onto the power. So how you can say that this is a very, you can make a very united from every matter and metaphor. It's very impossible
Yes.
to present it. But political terminology says different things.
Yes, Prashanta, thank you very much for joining us here on NewsX World. It's a pleasure to have you on. We now move on once again and over to Africa, and the prosecutor's office at the International Criminal Court warned that the atrocities committed in the Sudanese city of El-Fasher could constitute war crimes and crimes against humanity. The ICC prosecutor's office voiced profound alarm and deepest concern over reports from El-Fasher about mass killings, rapes and other crimes allegedly committed. After 18 months of siege, bombardment and starvation, the paramilitary rapid support forces seized control of the city in Darfur on October the 26th, dislodging the army's last stronghold in Sudan's western region. Meanwhile, the head of the Red Cross says that history is repeating itself in Sudan's Darfur region after reports of these mass killings. President of the International Committee of the Red Cross says that tens of thousands of people had fled Al-Fasher after the RSF seized the city, and was likely that tens of thousands more were trapped there without access to food, water or medical assistance. Let's listen in to what the president had to say.
I mean, it's atrocious what we hear from the people that we speak to, and it repeats what I saw already more than 2 years ago when I was in Chad at the border to Darfur. I mean, it's history repeating, and it becomes worse every time a place is taken over by the other party. And there's just no restraint in what these weapon bearers do. And this is what I find most concerning. Tens of thousands have left El-Fasher, have fled. But there are many tens of thousands more that we assume are still in El-Fasher and have no access to food, water, or medical assistance that they need very urgently. You have to bear in mind that most of the health system in Sudan has collapsed, and definitely not in Darfur. So whilst people are being wounded, there's no means to treat them.
Well, that's all that we have time for this hour.